Today we continue in human reproduction. Already last class we discussed about male as well as female reproductive system. Female reproductive system, already all parts listed. So which part of female reproductive system commonly we call as inverted pear shape, and they give different options. Either fallopian tubule, uterus, vagina, cervix, like that they give it. So correct option is the inverted pear shape, that is the uterus. So that is female reproductive system, one among the shape of the part. And then in addition to this one, the accessory parts. Apart from this one, which one we call as the primary sex organ and in female reproductive system, that is the ovaries. How many number of ovaries are present? One pair of ovaries are present. So, continuation in the female reproductive system, one among the part is this topic, and there is mammary gland. There is mammary gland. This is the continuation, the female reproductive system. In the female reproductive system, mammary glands. How many number of mammary glands are present? One pair of mammary glands are present. So actually, mammary glands present. Who will be present? Mammary glands. Mammary glands present both male and female. At the time of puberty, in male it may not develop and underdeveloped and at the time of puberty, in female, well developed in mammary glands. So it is one among the important characteristic features of the female reproductive system and all. So well developed mammary glands in female reproductive system, underdeveloped male reproductive system during puberty age and all. So in this one, it will be present. Two types of the parts are present. One is the glandular tissue, another one is the fat bodies. Each and every mammary gland is present. Fat as well as glandular tissue. So maximum amount of fat, apart from this one, that glandular tissue, then the anterior part of that mammary gland we call as areola, little bit blackish color or brownish color it is present. That dark color of the skin, anterior, that is we call as areola. Then the terminal end, where the baby sucks that mother's milk and all, that part we call as nipple part and all. So in this, where it attaches that mammary glands or that specific, that is ribs and all. It attaches, that is the ribs. It attaches to the ribs. So these are the ribs. It represents ribs and all. In between the ribs, that the specific muscles are present, intercostal muscles. In between whatever that gap is present, that is, it we call as intercostal muscle. In between intercostal muscle, it will be present. Then apart from this one, pectoralis major muscles are present. Apart from this one, it will be present the blue color which represent pectoralis major. This is pectoralis major. It is also muscular substance. Then throughout this particular mammary gland, it covered with mammary skin and all. It covered all along with this one. it covered with mammary skin. Like this. This is regarded as that mammary skin part and all. Then another example point of view, how many number of glandular tissues, the surrounding of mammary skin it covered with, it arranged with that specific fat bodies, the surrounding, whatever this, the immediate after mammary skin it covered with that fat bodies and all. It will be present fat bodies. This is the fat. Immediate below the skin. Then the original interior, some glandular tissue, it forms into the mammary lobes and all. Glandular tissue, it forms into the mammary, it will be present mammary lobes, like this one. Actually, 15 to 20 mammary lobes are present. The number of mammary lobes are 15 to 20. That is, which are present. The mammary lobes. Inside the mammary lobes, it contains maximum that the structural, the tiny parts are present, that is we call as alveoli. It is present into the alveoli. Here it will be shown very few, actually 15 to 20 mammary lobes are present. The red color which represent, this is mammary lobe. Actually 15 to 20 mammary lobes are present. Each and every mammary lobe it contains alveoli. Tiny structures, alveoli, where the secretion or synthesis of milk and where the synthesis and secretion of milk. This is, it represents, we call as alveoli. It represents alveoli. Inside the alveoli only, it represents, it synthesizes the production of the milk and each and every mammary lobe, it terminates with mammary tubules and all. It terminates with here mammary tubules. So like this mammary tubules, multiple number it will be present and all. These mammary tubules, this is regarded as mammary tubule. How many number of mammary lobules are present? That many number of mammary tubules are present. These mammary tubules collectively get together to form into the mammary ducts and all. Get together, it forms into the mammary ducts. Again, it forms into the here. Get together mammary duct. From here, but here, that is mammary duct. Like this. Like this it will be present. From here where it will be originated, this is we call as mammary duct and all. This, a group of mammary duct to form into the mammary ampulla. It forms into this one, mammary ampulla. This is all get together to form into the mammary ampulla. Like this. Like this, the green color we call as mammary ampulla. These together to form into the mammary ampulla. This mammary ampulla, it finally it forms into the lactiferous ducts and all. It forms collectively lactiferous duct. forms into the lactiferous ducts. Then which terminal, what is said, that is nipple pod, it will be present under, that is the surrounding pod, little bit brown color or blackish color, which are present, that is areola. That is areola, it is present under. Towards that particular pod, the lactiferous ducts collectively it open. This is the lactiferous ducts and all. This particular part we called as nipple. The surrounding this part we called as areola. There only it open and sucks that mother's milk to the baby and all. So like this it will be present, it is represented. So you remember orderly exam point of view, which part of mammary gland the milk produced, that is the alveoli. How many number of mammary lobules are present? 15 to 20. So what is the order? Remember the order. In this one, mammary lobes, that is 15 to 20 are there. A group of this, each and every mammary lobe, it terminate with the specific mammary tubule. That mammary tubule, a group of mammary tubule to form collectively to form into the mammary duct. A group of mammary ducts, it forms into the mammary ampulla. A group of mammary ampulla to form into the lactiferous duct. So like this sequence orderly it is present under there it will be attached to the surrounding part, it will be covered with the fat bodies and all, it is present. Then towards the lactiferous duct with the help of nipple, the baby sucks the mother's milk and all. But in any healthy woman, after delivery of the baby, certain hormones are released and all. What is the name of that hormones? That is the prolactin hormone, the anterior lobe of pituitary gland. Actually, that is anterior lobe of pituitary gland secretes that prolactin. This prolactin helps for synthesis and secretion of milk and all. When after delivery of the baby, prolactin hormone, anterior lobe of pituitary gland, then how it ejects from mother's milk at the time of sucking that baby, how that milk come to the babies, that is with the help of posterior lobe of pituitary gland, it secretes oxytocin, it helps ejection of milk and all, it helps secretion of the milk, it helps ejection of milk. And a healthy lactating female, that mother, it gives per day 1 to 2 liters of the milk and all, lactating mother and all. In this one, that milk contain that vitamins very negligence, minerals and vitamins are present very less amount. Then it will be present milk protein. What is the name of that milk protein present? Casein milk protein present. One milk sugar is present. What is the name of the milk sugar? That is lactose. That is milk sugar is present and all. Like casein, lactose, apart from minerals, vitamins, that is also it is present and all into that mother's milk and all. So that particular the baby which feeds mother milk, then only it provide sufficient amount of immunity to that baby and all. So that is related to that mammary glands. Suppose after delivery these hormones are not secreted, unable to secretion, unable to production of the milk and all, that is hormonal deficiency. When hormonal deficiency, that unable to take proper amount of food material to that particular mother, then automatically that is. Now, After completion of mammary gland, the next subtopic, that is 3.3, gametogenesis. What is the meaning of gametogenesis? Production of gametes. It is a unique step involved in the higher organism, including human beings and all. So this particular process, it is unique. Why? Because here it involves meiotic cell division or reduction cell division. Actually, this gametogenesis, what is the meaning of gametogenesis? Production of gametes we call as gametogenesis. What type of gametes? Whether it is a male as well as female gametes. From where it produces primary sex organ. What is the primary sex organ presented to the male? And suppose if it is a male, that primary sex organ, that is testis. From testis it produces that gamete. The name of that gamete we call as male gamete. That is male gamete. What is the scientifically we call as spermatozoon or sperm? Commonly we call as sperm and all. When it begins at the age of puberty. Where it produces inside the testis. Where it begins and complete that production, complete in its synthesis, it is involving inside the testis at the age of puberty. Then similarly, in female, what is the primary sex organ? Ovary. Ovary is the primary sex organ. One pair of ovaries are present. What is the name of that particular gamete? That is we call as female gamete. That is we call as ova, ovum, or plural we call as ova. In this female gamete, that means formation of haploid female gamete, that is the ovum, from diploid, that particular gonad mother cells. Gonad mother cells, that means oogonia, then of ovary of female organism, that is we call as female gamete. This process we call as spermatogenesis. The male production of the gametes we call as spermatogenesis. This is we call as spermatogenesis. This process. What is the name of this process? This process involved into the oogenesis. This process, oogenesis. The production of female gamete, the process we call as oogenesis. Oogenesis, it begins at the age of earlier fetal stage only. Inside the mother's womb, if it is a female baby, during fetal stage itself only, it is ready to started gametogenesis and all. Until at the age of puberty and all. But here male, it begins at the age of puberty only, but here it begins at the age of fetal. That is a minor difference and all. Then what is the common in this spermatogenesis formation of sperm, oogenesis, ovum and all? So these particular cells always haploid their condition. This is always haploid. Haploid means half of the total number of chromosomes. What is the total number of chromosomes present in the male, that human organisms under diploid condition? That is the 46 chromosomes under. Related to in haploid cell means what is the number of chromosomes present related to human and that is the 23 chromosomes. Here also 23 chromosomes each and all. But here total spermatogenesis, it begins and until completion of the process, it involves inside the testis only. But in ovaries, it begins inside the ovaries and it ends beyond the ovary. That is carefully observe it. In testes, each and every that process, that formation, synthesis or releasing regarding related to male gametes, it involves inside the testis. Whereas ovary, it begins inside the ovary, but at completion, that means it releases, and regarding related to complete maturation of the female gamete, it takes place beyond the ovary, that means fallopian tubes. It takes place inside the fallopian tubes. Then, what is the common cells? What is the common cells, both male as well as female? Female gametes production and the common cells are PGC. The common cells, both male and female, the formation of the gametes and there is the PGC. What is the form of PGC? Primordial germ cells. That is primordial germ cells. Both male, these primordial germ cells present in the male inside the seminiferous tubule, whereas primordial germ cells present inside the ovaries in female and all. So, what is the common cells which undergo or which involves that ready to gametogenesis and primordial germ cells? What is the ploidy of primordial germ cells? Primordial germ cells always is a diploid condition. This is the diploid condition. Then, after particular steps involving then it forms into the specific gametes are formed. It is male means male gametes, and female means female gamete it formed under. Then, related to in this specific gametogenesis, then which type of the hormones control this gametogenesis and it controls under GnRH. What is the name of the hormones which control that specific gametogenesis, both male and female? Gonadotropin releasing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone controls that the production and the process and the maturation, all these process, that the particular process of this gametogenesis and the gonadotropin releasing hormone. So, who will be produced? Gonadotropin releasing hormone, hypothalamus, which is present in our brain region. It produces to the hypothalamus. Gonadotropin releasing hormone secreted by hypothalamus. Then it stimulates anterior lobe of pituitary gland. This one stimulate anterior lobe of pituitary gland. Whenever it stimulates anterior lobe of pituitary gland, then it secretes two hormones, that is follicle stimulating hormone as well as luteinizing hormone. Then it releases two hormones, FSH and LH. What is the form of FSH? Follicle stimulating hormone. Both male, in male follicle stimulating hormone, it helps, it acts on the Sertoli cells and the process, the maturation of sperm cells and related to follicle stimulating hormone, it involves in the female gametes, that the growth and development of the follicles which are present inside the ovary and so growth and development or maturation of follicles in female reproductive, that is primary organ, that is nothing but one among the main gonad, that is the ovaries and whereas luteinizing hormone acts as a vital role. It acts on leading cells, interstitial cells which are present between seminiferous tubules and it stimulates synthesis and secretion of androgen. This androgen, it stimulates the production of the spermatogenesis. It will be supporting. Similarly, luteinizing hormone in female helpful ovulation. That means releasing of ovum or separation of ovum, separation of egg cell. That particular functionally act as a vital role and all. So that is most important. So gametogenesis, what is the common cells which undergoes, which involves for formation of the gametes and primordial germ cells, both male as well as female and all. Suppose if it is male means spermatogonium. If it is male means spermatogonium. If it is female means oogonia. Which one we call as that particular germ cells? Suppose in that germ cells related to, in this one, if it is male, that is we call as spermatogonium. If it is female, that is we call as oogonia. These are we call as a primordial germ cell. If it is male, if it is female. So like that a specific manner, but both are diploid in condition. But each and every that particular gametogenesis, either it is a male spermatogenesis, whether it is a female oogonium or oogenesis, and there is a common 3 steps are involved. What is the first step? First step is the multiplication phase. Second step is the growth phase. Last step is the maturation phase. It is a common, that is a multiplication phase, whereas growth phase and maturation phase. Maturation phase. When you compare to all these three, it is present both male as well as female, the formation of the gametes and all. But whereas in growth phase, it acts as a maximum period of time, but a very short duration, the formation of the male gametes and all in growth phase. Whereas in female, related to growth phase, it is a long duration, that means several years, that means 10 to 12 years. So which among the following phase is a long duration related to oogenesis? They give options: multiplication phase, growth phase, maturation phase, or all of the above. Then you choose growth phase. Whereas in male, it is a very short duration. Okay? Based on this one, we discuss next class that particular gametogenesis that related to male means spermatogenesis, female means oogenesis.